Welcome to a lock that a friend of mine bought for me when he was in Malaysia. The lock was very cheap, only about €2.40. In this video I want to see what properties this lock has and especially how it compares to the VIRO barrel lock that we all know and love. So the most obvious difference is the color, I believe. On the left hand side we have the VIRO lock made from brass, and you can see the turning marks or the machining marks here on the side. But in contrast, the STELAR lock, I believe, is made from zinc, from cast zinc, and then it's painted yellow and has this glossy finish to it. This feels and looks really cheap, and also when we have scratches here and there, it starts looking really ugly very quickly. And also zinc has a low melting point, so you could probably melt this lock down with a torch, but I don't think that this is a real world threat. But usually the tolerances on these cast parts are not that good. So this is a disadvantage, of course, and also doesn't look as nice as the VIRO. Now let's look at the hardness of the shackle. Both locks state that the shackle is hardened. Here we can see hardened shackle on the lock body, here as well, and also the shackle states hardened. I did some tests with a file before, but I want to redo it for you. On the VIRO, we can barely see some scratches here. I can do that again with my triangle file. It scatters, so it doesn't really bite into the material. So here you can see only some minor scratches. That's different on the STELAR. Here we can see the deeper grooves. Let's do that again. The same file. It sounds different, it feels different, and you can see the result. It might be some kind of hardened, but it's not that good of a hardened shackle compared to the VIRO. Now let's move on to a feature that these VIRO locks have that is very unique. They not only have pins at the top, but they also have a check pin in the back. This makes these locks very secure. If you don't know about this pin, you will never be able to get this lock open. So let's shine a light in here and look at this check pin. You can see already the check pin here in the back of the bottom. So this pin here needs to be depressed, otherwise the plug will never turn open. Let's look at the other lock. If there is also a pin like this, we can see the regular pins on the top, but nothing at the bottom. So that's not part of the security features that this lock can offer. So finally I want to show you a picking of the STELAR lock, of course. If you're interested in seeing me picking the VIRO lock, you have to go to video 201. By the way, I received the VIRO lock from VDE in June 2016, and I made a video number 201 of picking it. But now let's move on to the STELAR. That's the key. Pretty flat bidding, but very high, so you have to pick all the pins. Opens like this and closes. I use a L tension wrench, and look at that, how much play it has already. First I use a rake to try to get it open, light tension. And here we go. It's open. Not that big of a deal. As I said, the tolerances are pretty bad. Now let's pick it with a hook. I use a Gozo hook for the job. The pins feel really strange, just like small spools. You get a tiny bit of counter rotation every time you pick a pin. You can play with the lock and pick it back and forth. And we're open. Alright, not very difficult to pick because of the poor tolerances. Not the nicest lock body with a sink and the paint on it. But for €2.40, well, that's a bargain. I wouldn't be too much concerned about the security. I mean, the shackle isn't really that hard. But I would be concerned about the reliability of this lock. I think if someone wants to break into your lock, it doesn't really matter if it's hardened like this or less hardened like that. But if a lock stops working reliable after a year or so, and the lock wouldn't open anymore or something like this, well, that's a bigger concern. So, although this is really cheap, I think I wouldn't take it, as I said, not because of security concerns, more of concerns regarding the reliability. Anyway, it's a fun lock to play with, and I'm very thankful to Klaus, who bought this for me when he was in Malaysia. Yeah, and until we meet again, thanks for watching, happy picking, and bye-bye.